It's like this nigga finds the cell phone of a missing
I
girl
think
or
I was
some
like
shit.
12.
We weren't 12, nigga.
God damn it! I gotta finish the text. Hold on.
Wait, a missing cell phone? Fuck.
It's cause like I thought you were reading, cause it's like one night when we were on Skype and like we were talking about creepy shit, but like and you're like, oh, let me tell you about the story. Like I knew, and like I thought you were like personally like actually telling me a story, but then like it got to the point where like you pointed out it was a creepypasta and I was like, oh, but like for a majority of the story it's like it's really good, but then like I think cause like the girl, whoever's phone it was, it's like it turns out she's a ghost or some shit,
Trapper.
and like uh she only like she uses the phone to like get revenge, but the person who found the phone this time wasn't uh
Oh!
like a bad person.
Ah!
You stupid as hell, though. Nah, when you said cell phone, I thought about this story. This is a real story, actually. Like a real event that happened.
Uh-huh.
There's this guy, there's these two girls that went on a trip, like somewhere in South America. Like Brazil or some shit.
F.
And, so they went to they went to some island that's like out of bounds. Like you're not supposed to be there. It's illegal to be going there.
Uh-huh.
And so they took a trip and they didn't come back at some point. So everybody got worried and their family like called them and shit. And they like did like this whole search and they weren't able to find them, but they found their cell phone and some of their items. And they went through the cell phone and they realized that they had like they took like a bunch of pictures, like 50 pictures, but in each one of the pictures it didn't have anything. It was just like either dark or like something in the woods, like just like woodland. And I think someone pointed out that in one of the pictures it looks like there might be someone like in that or something. And wait, and then they did like that phone search thing with the company, you know, where they can tell if you called anyone, you know, all this shit. And they showed that they like tried making like calls.
Whoever's me is my best friend. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I saw it too late too.
I didn't even hear.
They saw their phone history.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
Yeah, so they checked the girl's phone history and they realized that they tried calling them. They tried calling like 911 a couple times, like in the dead of fucking night. And like this island has no fucking people. This island has no people, no nothing. The only thing that they say they have there are like natives, like, you know, that are known to like, you know, like kill people and shit.
Yeah.
And I think they found like an earlobe, I think. And it turns out the earlobe like belonged to one of the girls. And like they never found a body, they never found anything. These girls just fucking disappeared.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like they think that they got eaten by like the natives there. Oh, Del, you got yourself?
I got them.
I got myself, bro.
There's traps like all throughout this area that I just ran through.
Yeah, he put the trap back on where you got trapped.
Oh, now you see it?
Well, I made sure to check this time.
Oh! What? Nah, I'm quitting this game, bro. Fuck this shit. It's some bullshit, bro.
I'm quitting.
Alright, so Timmy was in school, right? Timmy a good kid, bro. Yeah, my nigga Timmy.
Okay.
Timmy
Turner?
Turner.
Hey, well, let me hear you, and throughout this path is where they're at. So, you know, Timmy's in school, and you know, he's getting bored throughout the class, so he like starts to daydream looking out the window. But something catches his eye, right? It's in the grass, and he starts to look closer, and he sees that it's a picture, Uh, he can't see exactly what it is of, but he's like, I gotta go get this picture.
He's seen you,
So
Ralf. He's seen you.
I know my nigga Timmy. So he's like,
Bro,
fucking Trapper, get the fuck off of me. That's he's going back to you. No, he's going on Ralph. He said, fuck y'all.
Boy, come back.
So he doesn't know what the picture is, but he knows he wants to grab it. So
Okay.
he's eagerly waiting for class 10. Finally the bell rings, and he dashes out of the room, and he goes to where the picture he goes to where the picture was, and when he picks it up, he sees it, and it's the most beautiful girl he's ever seen. She's like wearing a sundress. It's covered with red flowers, and she's holding up a peace sign. So, thinking like she's the most beautiful girl ever, he goes around his school and he asks everyone, have you seen this girl? Do you know who this girl is? Like, I need to know. Everyone says, no, we've never seen her. So, Timmy being sad, ends up, going home. And he still, like, still infatuated by this girl. He asked, like, some of his neighborhood friends if they know who she is, and they said no. So, Timmy said that night, and he's like, whatever.
You ain't getting it from this side, bro. You ain't getting it from this side. Finish the gen, bro.
He's like sort of put it past him, but it's still in the back of his mind. He goes to sleep that night, and then he hears.
Oh, you fucker! Get the fuck out of here, Adele.
Finish it, bro.
Oh, my fucking god, Odell hates you. Fucking bitch.
I'm sorry, Ralf. You gotta see it though. You gotta see what I did.
That's okay.
Alright, go on. Timmy, Timmy wanted to know who. Timmy asked everyone.
Yeah, and they're like, like we don't know who it is. So he's like, he's feeling sad about it, but like he sort of put it past him, but it's still in the back of his mind. He goes to sleep that night, and he wakes up in the middle of the night, and he hears what sounds like a girl giggling, and like he can hear it coming out of his window. So he opens up his window and he calls out, and he starts to follow the giggling.
Wait, he goes outside his window?
Yeah, he's on like a first floor.
This nigga really
wants first floor.
Pussy.
he's on the first floor.
Nigga want pussy.
But then just as he's going out, his mom catches him and says, "What are you doing? Get back inside." So Timmy goes back inside and he apologizes and goes back to sleep.
I got Brian.
So the next day, Timmy's still, trying to get over the girl, is doing other stuff. But then he goes back into his room and he sees the picture and it just reinvigorates him. So he goes around his whole neighborhood again, asking everyone, do you know who this girl is? And everyone's like, no, we don't know. He ends up like going around his whole small town, and no one in his town has seen or know who this girl is. Finally he gets home and his mom's like, why are you coming home so late? And he's like, oh, I'm just looking for this girl. And he asks her if she knows who this girl is. And his mom says no, sorry. So again, Timmy goes to sleep, feeling sad about not finding the girl. And again, in the middle of the night, he hears the giggling. So he starts to follow it again. He's going outside, and as Timmy's following this giggling, BAM! A car hits him. The driver gets out of the car. He realizes that Timmy's dead, and he sees Timmy's holding.
Where's the good ending?
And then what?
Where's the gun? Fuck!
And then
then the driver realizes the kid he just hit is dead, but he sees a piece of, he's holding a picture in his hand. He goes and he grabs it, and now it's the most beautiful girl he's ever seen, holding up 3 fingers.
3 fingers?
Yeah.
Wait, the same girl?
Yeah.
Like the same age as Timmy?